Well, hello, friends. And it's me. I know I don't come on here very often. So give me just a little bit of grace. This is all new to me. Well, what I'd like to do today is I'd like to show you some of my empties. I know myself personally when I'm watching YouTubes, uh, I really enjoy seeing empties, seeing what people liked, what they didn't like. And actually, there's been times that I have gone and I've actually bought the product because the person liked it so well. So let me just get started. I don't have too many, but here we go. I really have enjoyed using Pomifera. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It is a direct sales company, and I get it from a lady that I met through the makeup line that I do, Saint, and I really enjoy their body care. I actually use a lot of the wellness. I use the collagen powder. I use the vitamins, the probiotics. They're all with Shackley. And so that's a pretty good company. I know that's been around for a long time. I mean, way back when my mom was around, and she's been gone for like 22 years. So it's been around for a very long time. This is what I use. It's called their body milk, and I got it in the grapefruit and peppermint smell. And it's not a very strong smell. I like the way it makes my skin feel after I use it. It is cruel free, paraben free, fragrance free. Well, how can it be fragrance free? Because they don't use any, I don't know if you'd call it artificial fragrances. They're all using essential oil. So that's where you get your smell from. The fragrance, I guess, would be a better word to use, right? And it is gluten free. So that one I really liked. And they say it's anti-aging and no, let me say that again. It is anti-aging and deep moisturizing and enhances skin radiancy. There you go. I like that. And they have other health things. Another thing I like to use, especially if I'm going to get fillers, which I don't do very often. I just got some fillers in my lips. It's been probably about 2 years now. I keep saying that every time I get it done, it's going to be my last time. I usually go anywhere between 2 to 3 years in between. So I just had a birthday, just turned 67. So probably my next one, maybe my last one, will be when I'm 70. I mean, how much longer can I go getting my lips done right? I don't know. I did ask the girl, I said to her, I said, now, do ladies older than me get their lips done? And she said, oh, honey, people are getting their lips done up to their 90s. And I'm like, oh, okay, there you go. So I use this, and this is Arnica, and it's called Arnicare, and it's a bruise gel. And I do use that when I get any type of bruising, whether it be, when I hit my arm or, my fillers or whatever. And like I said, I don't get fillers very often. And you know what? I did not bruise at all this time. So I used that, and I didn't finish it, but I did use it. Now, as you may notice, I have my lashes on. These are the ones that you put underneath. I love these lashes. They are by Lilac Street, ST period. And these are the originals. And I like to get the espresso. They're not as dark as the dark or the black, and they're not as light as, say, more of I don't even want to say cocoa, more of like a brown, and they're in between. And so I get these all the time. I go with sizes 8 and 10. I put 3 10 here, and then I do 2 8s in the inner side of my eye. Okay, I love them. I actually put them on today because I did a photo shoot. My husband's a photographer, and that's what he did when he worked at Lockheed Martin, and he's very, very good at it. Well, now that he's retired, so he's not really doing many photo shoots or anything, but I have been asked to be a keynote speaker for our banquet. We have a pregnancy center here in town that I volunteer at, and they've asked me if I would be a speaker at their banquet. In the past, they have brought people in and they thought, well, you know, I just wrote a book. And they thought, why not? Why not Tammy? You know, she's now an author. So I had to have a, what do they call it? Like a portfolio or, yeah, I think, is that what it's called? A portrait, not a portfolio. That's if I was going to do modeling, but I'm not doing modeling. But a portrait. And so he just did that. So that's why I'm all made up. And I thought, well, I better come on here and see you guys. I haven't seen you in a long, long time. So these were a couple of things. Let me just show you. This Lumify I just lost the top. I use this all the time, especially if I'm going out someplace. It really helps with whitening the eyes, and I love it. I do. I use it. Actually, I got this because another influencer, I can't remember her name. I watch her all the time. Tammy Ageless, I think, or something. I can't remember. But anyways, she talked about this a long time ago, and I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a try, and I love it. My favorite lip liner, I've actually bought, this is my third one that I've bought, and it is Huda Beauty, and it's in the color of terracotta, I believe, and I actually have it on right now. And I really like it. I love how it goes on. And it's the kind that, let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. It is the kind, here it is. It's like this, but it's one that you can, you know, there you go. See how I can push it up? Now, I will say the only thing about the retractable pencils is that you can never get a real sharp point. And I like a sharp point when I am doing my lips. But, you know, I love the color. It stays on. So it's my favorite lip liner. And believe me, I have a lot of lip liners. A lot. And I always go towards that one myself. So I think this was my third purchase that I got. I also had been asked by a company to try some of their products. Now, I am going to bring the one company. I will bring those products on. I won't have any kind of like a code for you or anything like that, but I really do like their mascara and their brow pencil. I actually did a short video on that. But they sent me these free products, and it just, you know, I didn't want to have to commit to making promo things for them, like videos and pictures and everything. And so we discussed it and everything. And so I told them, don't send me any more products or anything. But I love them, so I will be showing those. And then I had another company reach out to me, and I'm still using them. And the mascara, I like it. It's not as well as I like the other one. And it's from Rummy, I think that's how you say it. And it's for the more mature woman with her eyelashes. You know how they get sparse and they get kind of brittle and everything. So I haven't really read too much on this, but this was in my empties. Now, that doesn't mean that I used it. It means that I took the mascara out and I threw it in my little bin. Okay. Now, what I have been using from them is I have been using their Lash Care, which is their eyelash serum. And I have been using that, and I'd like to say, look, it's working. But these are not my real lashes, as I already made that statement a little while ago, right? But my lashes do look really good, and I think that this has really helped it. So I will go ahead and put this in the description, because this, I will say, yes, absolutely. Now, I will tell you that I have been using their, hang on, let me think, eyeliner. And I don't have a box for that, but I do have their eyeliner. It's called Lash Line, and it's a waterproof liner, and it's a retractable, and I do like their liner. So I must have thrown the box away instead of putting it in my empties, but I do like this. And what I usually do when I put this on, because, as we get older, our eyes get more hooded, as we like to say, but they kind of start drooping and everything. I find that if I go right up underneath my lash and I'm not on the rim, but just try to go right up into the lash back and forth, it really, really gives my eyes more definition. And this actually, I've tried it with several eyeliners, and I have to say, this one has been the best for me, and I will be using it. It doesn't irritate my eyes or anything. It goes on really easy, and so this is my actual go-to for my eyeliner. So I like that. All right, I think that's it. I've got no more in there. That is all for now. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, I'm a pretty open book. So, if there's something you want to know about me, maybe question and answer video. I know a lot of people do that too. So I'm just trying to think of things that I could do to get on here so that I could get to know this community better. I just think, what can I do? Because it seems like everybody's done it, right? Like everybody's done it, like the Empties. Everybody does it. Everybody does makeup tutorials. Everybody does skincare tutorials, So, all right, there you go. Now remember, aging is a fact, but looking your age, it doesn't have to be. You guys have a blessed day or evening, and I'll see you soon.